Hello, I'm Nicki Keohohou, CEO and co-founder of the Direct Selling World Alliance. We are happy to have you join us for the very first DSWA webinar series of 2015, Money Talks. The new year is a perfect time to gain momentum in your business and life with fresh insight on a topic that so many direct sellers avoid, money. I'm excited to introduce you once again to LaRaine McCoy. LaRaine is a financial expert who works with top leaders in direct sales to encourage them to stay on top financially, to strengthen their businesses and teams, and to keep more of the money they've worked so hard to earn. This session is part 2 of the 4-part webinar series on how to have money talks with your team. Today, she'll be discussing how to encourage your up-and-coming leaders, those rising stars, to go all in with a full-time career in the business and financially preparing to do so. If you missed LaRaine's introductory webinar, How to Get Started with Money Talks, it's available on the DSWA website for DSWA members. Well, welcome back, LaRaine.
Well, thank you, Nicki. I'm thrilled to be back as a guest of the DSWA. I'm so excited to share information on how to support your team as they consider the next step in their careers, going all in toward a full-time career in direct sales. Changing careers can really change your life, especially when it comes to your finances. I know because I did it too. I spent the first 20-plus years of my career as a nurse, and becoming a financial advisor was the best decision of my life. It's here that I found my true calling to support direct sales leaders as they build healthy financial futures. I'm an entrepreneur too, so I know the questions to ask and the steps to take to empower direct sales professionals to go all in. Now for some, this can be a vulnerable time. Your support as their leader during this transitional time will give them confidence and strengthen your relationships.
That's so true, LaRaine. You know, as leaders of some very successful teams, I'm sure that the folks on this webinar would love to learn strategies to share the opportunity to go all in for their up-and-coming leaders and for the long-term success of their own businesses. We may have a few folks on this webinar today who missed your first webinar on initiating these money talks. And that is where anything that you'd like to recap from that or to get us up to speed with this?
Sure, Nicki. In our previous webinar, Getting Started, we covered how to set the stage for money talks, starting with your team members' emotional why, which is a natural entry point to money talks and how they benefit you and your organization. We covered the importance of having a personalized, directly financial plan designed around the unique needs of direct sellers. And then we identified 3 important business fundamentals to share with your team members. Create a separate account, take control of your taxes, and consistently track expenses. Now, these fundamentals seem so simple. Really, anyone can do them, yet many don't. Ask yourself, how many leaders on your team consistently track income and expenses so they can avoid carrying credit card debt and can stay current on all payments? And how many consistently file and pay their taxes on time? If they mastered these financial basics, how much additional time and energy would your team have to build relationships and grow their businesses?
Those are some excellent self-coaching questions for people that are listening here today. You know, Webinar 1 was a huge success. So what do you have in store for us on this webinar?
In Webinar 2, we're focusing on your team member who has dipped her toes into the water and said, hey, the water's warm, feels great, and she's ready to go all in. So let's go over money talk conversations to have with your team as they financially prepare for a full-time career in direct sales. The first consideration when going all in is cash flow. She needs to have it coming in, accounted for, and tucked away. In direct sales, there's often an annual pattern, which may vary from company to company depending on the product. Sales may be slower in the winter, then pick up for spring and holidays. But the big time for selling may be fall, leading up to and through the holiday season.
LaRaine, one of the biggest adjustments for many new full-time direct sellers is not having a steady income. Is there anything leaders can share with their teams to make this cash flow transition easier on everyone?
Sure. For irregular income, create a two-account system. Use your checking and savings account to set it up. But instead of depositing income into your checking, deposit it into your savings account first, then transfer to your checking account funds to cover monthly expenses. You see, it's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift. Putting your money into our savings accounts first.
Okay, just a second, Christine, let's stop there. And Christine, can we stop? And then we're going to paste these two together.
In mindset. Putting your money into our savings account. Putting our money into our savings account. Okay,
hold it. She didn't have the recording.
It's a shift in mindset. Putting money into our savings account first makes us more likely to save. In times of plenty, there's the potential to build up reserve savings to cover expenses when the income drops. And 2, establish a rainy day fund when the sun is shining. Even the best thought-out spending plan cannot account for the unexpected. A rainy day emergency fund is your secret weapon against a financial crisis. Establish a separate account reserved only for financial emergencies, and aim for at least 6 months of living expenses in a liquid account that's easily accessed. Now, another hot topic for those going all in is retirement. For full-time direct sellers, retirement saving is something they have to manage themselves. If you have team members leaving employment, they may have tax-deferred retirement accounts, also called qualified accounts, that they've been consistently contributing to, like a 401k or a 403b. If the employer's plan allows, they may want to roll the funds over into a self-directed IRA. Or maybe they wanted to contribute towards their retirement for the first time, or the first time in a while. Get them started off right by sharing questions for them to consider with their financial advisor. First, what are the account types and investment options, and how do they compare? Second, what are the fees and expenses? Always ask this question. Ask for specifics. And 3, how accessible or flexible is the account, such as, can you borrow from them? When your team members become self-employed, though, it's crucial for them to make savings for long-term, for retirement, long-term a priority for post-career financial freedom. Now, clients often ask me if there's something like a 401k that they can contribute to while self-employed as a direct seller. There is. When it comes to retirement plan accounts, the direct seller has several great options to choose from. To give an idea of what's available, self-directed IRAs. There's Roth, traditional IRA, SEP IRA, and simple. And there's also a simple 401k. This is just an idea of what's out there. These are a great place to start investing for the future. And as their income and investments grow, and they may max out these options, there are more sophisticated financial tools and strategies so they can continue to build wealth and reduce taxes. Self-directed accounts are a wonderful solution, but understanding and comparing options can be overwhelming to do yourself. Encourage your team members to work with a financial advisor to compare and contrast options and find a solution that is in your team members' best interest. But retirement isn't the only thing to keep in mind. When going all in, it's important to consider all of your family's long-term goals and how your income and investments impact those goals. Now, for many direct sellers who are parents, college savings is a big priority. Part of the American dream for our children is to get a fantastic education, attend an excellent college, and move on to a successful career in something that they love to do. One popular tool for college savings is the 529 plan. It's a savings plan designed to invest post-tax funds into investment accounts with the goal of saving for future college expenses. The account's earnings grow tax-deferred, which means that if funds are withdrawn for qualified college expenses, they will be distributed tax-free to the beneficiary. Now, the 529 is one of a number of college savings tools and strategies out there for you and your family. Encourage your team members to talk with the financial advisor to help them choose the right one for them. Again, keep in mind, planning for your child's future is important, but make sure you plan for your own healthy financial future first. Now your team member may already have investments. They may even work with a financial planner. Even if this is the case, encourage them to take and keep discretionary control of their financial future. Handing off a check and hoping for the best is not a strategy. Encourage them to take an active role and make sure you lead by example by doing the same. So let's look at some basics that my clients find useful. First, the good news. We are living longer, and when it comes to investing, you want to grow your money over time to outpace inflation and have the financial freedom to enjoy the lifestyle you envision post-career. Your investments will do best when you have a timeline greater than 5 years. This way, your investments have the potential to grow larger over time by taking advantage of the magic of compound interest. And second, invest a percentage of every commission check and override check. Make it something you do automatically. You're investing when the market is up and when the market's down. It's called dollar cost averaging. So you're not timing the market and making rash buy-sell decisions. Now in webinar 1, we talked about tax deductions. It's always important to be looking for ways to keep taxes in check. And there are investments that you can grow your money in that are in a tax advantageous way. Second, diversify. Put your money in multiple baskets, buckets, totes, spreading your money among a variety of investments, both within an account and with different types of investments altogether. Now, do you remember the housing bubble in 2006 and then the housing market crash? Some individuals were heavily invested in real estate, one basket. After the housing market crashed, because their money was tied up in something they couldn't sell, and possibly because they didn't have a rainy day fund, they became cash poor. You see, every investment has its season of glory, but there's no crystal ball to know for sure which ones will or will not perform well or when they'll do it. Diversifying helps to temper the ups and downs. Now, your money may not grow as fast, but diversifying reduces the risk of loss. So what do you invest in? There are stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, real estate, REITs, precious metals, energy, and more. It can be overwhelming to do it all yourself. When it comes to investments, it's my responsibility as an investment advisor to explain each one so you understand what it is, how it works to support your goals, what are the risks, how does it compare to similar investments, what it costs, and more. My role is to support you to become confident and feel empowered to take control and make wise decisions about your money. So ask questions. Do you understand it? Does the fund or product make sense? Can you explain it? Does it align with your goals and values? Ask lots of questions. It's your money. I tell my clients, don't buy an investment unless you understand what is being done with your money and you're certain it aligns with your goals and values. Now, if you're married or in a partnership, it's important for both of you to invest for the future. And we encourage our clients to come as a couple if possible. It gives us a more complete picture. But it is challenging, and that's why I'm here. My husband and business partner, John, and I devote hundreds of hours studying to stay on top of the latest investment options. to find investments that are in the best interest of our clients. Having a financial plan is key. If you're building a house, the architectural plans, the blueprints are crucial. You can certainly build a house without it, but would you want your family or you to live there? By setting financial goals and having a directly financial plan, you give your money a purpose. You put your money to work for you. The best overarching bit of encouragement you can offer your team as they go all in is to have a plan with your money. As a direct sales professional, your financial needs are truly unique. And in my experience with clients, a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't work. And that's why I created the Directly Financial Plan, a customizable plan that I use with direct sales professionals who want to plan for a healthy financial future. And see, financial planning is far more than just taxes. It's especially important as you go all in. It's important to have one to make sure you have everything covered. Now, if you or one of your team members would like to have a taste of the benefits of having a Directly Financial Plan, I encourage you to download my Let's Get Directly Financial Self-Assessment. It has 10 financial milestones for direct sellers to determine how you're doing and keep you on track. Before you have a going all-in money talk with someone on your team, again, I encourage you to go download this assessment from the DSWA Newsletter website so your team member can see how they're doing. It's my gift for you. And if you're feeling a little nervous about starting these money talks, I'm here to support you. I have a special offer exclusive to webinar attendees. I'm hosting Ask Me Anything sessions where you can ask me any question you want about building a healthy financial future for your business and your family. These questions can be specific to your business, your personal finances, or planning for philanthropy and retirement. What's more, leaders can bring along peers or team members who might benefit from learning more about the benefits of having a personalized Directly Financial Plan. And I would typically charge for a session like this. But if you reach out to schedule by Valentine's Day, I'm donating them at no cost. It's my way of saying thank you for participating in these webinars and giving you a gift that you can pass along to your peers or your team. And to schedule your session, you can email me directly at J&L, that's for John and LaRaine, J-A-N-D-L, at McCoyWealthAdvisors.com. Now to recap, cash flow. We talked about putting an account from savings, moving money from savings to checking. We talked about a rainy day fund. We talked about investing long-term, focusing on your long-term goals first. And then investment basics, investing for goals with at least a 5-year timeline, putting your money into different baskets, saving a percentage of each commission and override, and then ask questions by what you understand. And finally, we cover the importance of a Directly Financial Plan to make sure your team member is really ready to go all in. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Nicki. Nicki, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the opportunity to share these tips, tools, and talking points with the wonderful women and men of direct sales.
Well, thank you, LaRaine, and congratulations to all of you for taking the next step toward preparing your team members to go all in with the business. The slides, handouts, and links to LaRaine's website are available on the DSWA website. And mark your calendars. We have an up-and-coming next webinar, which is When It Rains, and you're going to get more information on that soon. On that, we'll be discussing strategies to encourage your team to expect and plan for their future, the unexpected in business and in life. Thank you, everyone, and have a blessed day.